Willie D Live.
They got to see it because we're type of people that we from what's it, Missouri, the show me state?
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
We're the show me race. They got to see it. I want to go back to what you said about not really can't blame the brothers from back in the day that got caught up. I know what you mean, but I just want to clarify for the people who are out there saying, yeah, see what I'm saying? Well, black men don't take responsibility. Yes, they absolutely trapped us. Yes, every single time they come up with this program, a program at least every 10 to 15 years to further subjugate us, to further hold us back. They do this purposely. They have think tanks. How can we hold black people back? How can we stop them? What can we do? This is why when black people make it, we're literally superheroes because they have every trap you can think of, they've set them for us not to make it. But when you look at welfare, when the government created welfare so that for two reasons. One, so that they could remove the black man out of the house. Two, so that they could destroy the black family. Now, of course, they gave white folks welfare too, but they had a man in the house rule, meaning that no man could be inside of the house, but they would be more lenient when it came to white households. So the white woman was able to keep her man in the house, and they wouldn't enforce it. But when it came to the black woman, they'd make sure they make an example out of her if they found a man inside of that house. So we left voluntarily. We left the house. And so, because our women was given a hell of a choice, bro. It's like, take this money and feed these babies and have somewhere to live, or stay with your man and everybody starved. So that's a hell of a choice. And we had a hell of a choice to make also, and we chose to leave. We could have stayed.
You described it.
We could have said, you know what, fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I know what you're doing. I'm not going for it. And some of our men did stay. Many of our men did stay, but the others did not. So we got to take that L on that.
You describing the movie Claudine, bro. Like Claudine with James Earl Jones.
Oh,
and Claudine had all the kids.
Right,
and the social worker come over, and they got to hide the TV, hide the toaster. And he got to hide in the closet. It's like you can't.
That was a good one.
He was a garbage man who was just buying stuff for his chick, and they like, you can't buy that for her. You can't even be here. You're right about that. That was in the 70s.
Right. Wasn't that black and white? In black and white?
Nah, that was a color movie. It was in color.
I know it was old.
But it was like mid-70s.
I remember.
It might have been early 70s, mid-70s. But it's the same you just described. If you go back and watch the movie, you can see that same scenario taking place when we was little kids. Yeah. And it only got worse as we got older.
Man, you're a very accomplished artist, accomplished man. You're insightful. How come you don't talk more?
Well, I speak when I speak. I don't shy away from any platforms or any subjects when I'm on different platforms. I just haven't been that activist voice, and I think that I come from an activist place, Bay Area.
Yeah.
Where you speak out, be proud. Nobody's afraid to fight for the little guy or fight for what's right. I'm always lending my support to different causes, especially like local causes in the Bay. But at the same time, man, I'm leery, black man, kind of leery of the way your actions are twisted in the media and stuff. And I kind of just been that guy who I do. I don't really I don't say it. I just do it. So the stuff that I do, that the causes that I support, I never get a media person to a PR person to promote that, or I don't need to be my name stamped on what I champion. I just do it, man. And I just do it because I really truly believe in it. And I put a lot of what I believe in the music because I think that that's where my strength was at, was getting people to listen to me through music. So I'm not above going on the lecture circuit right now, or even like joining onto some political platform, but I really don't have strong national politics. I don't lean either way because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Of course, I voted for Barack Obama, but I don't really see the Republicans are better than Democrats and Democrats are better than Republicans. I keep seeing that both get voted in throughout my lifetime, and shit just gets worse. So you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me, King.
So I really do believe in local politics. It really irritates me when I hear of the local political corruption in different cities and stuff. And I know that that for our people, a lot of what could make it better has to do with local politics. And then I got really close to local politics at a certain time in my life, and I was like, ew, this is terrible. Like, can you believe these motherfuckers are pimping the kids, pimping the sick, pimping the elderly, pimping everything just for the kickbacks and controlling funds and controlling grants and shit. And it's like, man, I can't believe, like, politics is some pimp shit, some real pimp shit. So I don't have a real taste for jumping in that arena and just rubbing elbows, and I don't like it. And I look at the brothers, you outspoken brothers, man. Y'all get them headlines. Mm-hmm. Say that shit in the headline. They try to crucify you, but you strong brothers, man. Y'all stand up and come back at them again. But they come for you the next day.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm okay with that, though. That's just me speaking selfishly, you know, like, because I know you know what type of dude you are.
And I'm proud of you with your voice, man. I really am. I've been following you all these years. You've been speaking out.
Appreciate it.
For real.
Yeah, but I just know that you're a sharp dude, and you have to be sharp to make the kind of music that you've been able to make over the years. Like, oftentimes when people are talking about these top lyricists, this, top lyricist, that, they fail to mention Short Dog. They fail to mention Too Short. Do you think that could be the result of some of your freaky tales being like getting out there so much more than the more social stuff that you do?
I look at it like it's a fast food attitude, man, fast food appetite. And people got that fast food appetite. They're like, this is good right now. And I always saw, you know, early on, when I came in the door, I mean, you got to tell me you can relate to this. When I came in the door, they said, he ain't that good. And I was getting wonderful results from my fans. But the media said, he's not that good. And I read these reviews over and over again. As they were telling me I was dropping albums, they're like, you're not that good. This product is not that good. And I'm sitting there going, why do 1 million people like what I do and only 500,000 people like what you said was good? And I couldn't understand, you know, why they were shooting me down. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just bypass the negative opinions and the media in general and just do it for the fans, man. So I have given myself so many Grammys, you know what I'm saying? So many top five MCs. I've grabbed my hand and reached over my shoulder and said, that's a good job, and pat myself on the back so many times. It's much better than practicing a speech that you're giving me some award that I don't need that, man. The people awarded me so many times. I have watched artists, you know, the favorites, they can't even step into the crowd and say, what's up, my people, I love you. They can't. They need like an army to do it. I have been blessed to, you know, walk into a crowd of strangers that I never met before, and, you know, when some other guy would probably get his neck broken, all his jewelry stolen, they just be like, Short Dog, man, I love you, man. My auntie love you, man. Short Dog, you know. And I think that's better than a Grammy, to be able to walk amongst your people, to go to the Mardi Gras New Orleans, a wild-ass city, and just walk the streets, and no little wild New Orleans niggas whipping out guns on you or trying to rob you. They sitting there going, man, I love your music. Like, I love coming to a city like Houston and going to the most craziest clubs that motherfuckers be like, man, you really going there? I'm like, man, that's why I'm performing at night and get nothing but love. So I love the real street Grammy, you know what I mean? You know, we used to, independent, we used to call 100,000 independent sales, we call that ghetto gold. You know, I'm with that all day. You know, even though I've sold millions of records, I'm still mentally, that ghetto gold is priceless.